If this happens to be the first video of mine that you're seeing, well, this is not an ASMR video, but I am speaking softly because for the past 3 years, that's what I have been doing on this channel. But I'll try and get a little louder as the video goes on. Just don't want to alarm anybody. But if you're not new here and you've returned to see a new video update from me, welcome back. And I'm really glad that you clicked on this video. And I hope that you'll like to hear about the future plans that I have for my channel. But one key change is that I will not be making ASMR videos regularly anymore. But I will explain what kind of videos you can expect instead. So throughout like September, October, November of last year, I was traveling around a lot and it was hard to cart around all of my ASMR supplies and mics and stuff with me. And I wasn't making any videos and it didn't really bother me. I just thought, I'll get to it when I get to it, make them when I feel like it or when I have time. I fully intended to keep making them while I was away, but ultimately I just didn't feel like it. It was just like the thought of it was such a mental leap to get over, to have to do all of the setup and everything that's involved. I didn't really have any new ideas either. I had done a lot of stuff that I really liked so far, but nothing really jumped out at me of like, oh, I really want to make that. So that was also part of it, I guess. But after all the traveling was done and I got back home and just settled back into things, I realized something about my channel. Like I said, I've been making ASMR videos for 3 years, and looking back on all those archives, I was like, I have no idea what was going on in my life at the time that I made any of those videos. Nothing sparked a memory of what I was doing other than that video. I definitely can see the progression of my bangs over time, and that was kind of fun, and all the different nail colors that I've tried. I did it. I finally grew them out. I did it. I didn't quit. I stayed away from the scissors, except I got them tattooed on my arm, so I did that instead of cutting my bangs. That was my coping for not cutting my bangs for so long. But yeah, I realized that I don't know what I was doing when I was filming those, and that kind of made me feel weird. It kind of bothered me because I actually watch a lot of vlogs that I've been in on other people's channels. I watch those kind of often, and it's so cool to reflect back on what I was doing at that time. And because we have footage of it, I actually do remember what it felt like to be in that place doing that stuff with the people that we were with, and it's kind of helping keep the memories alive for a little bit longer. And I really felt sad that I didn't have something like that on my own channel. I'm very proud of the ASMR videos that I did make and like all the sounds that I achieved. Ugh, there's some that are so bad though that I think I think I could have done without, and you'll notice I've slowly started archiving some of them because but I tried and I had fun with them. But I definitely want to have a channel that looks back on things that I can actually remember rather than just the regular black background and some cool sounds, which, you know, I've got this nice little library of those now to hold me over and remember all that time. So the other thing I realized is that, you know, I do love ASMR. I loved making it. I'm really happy that my videos have helped some of you get some sleep or relax or just chill for a little bit. But I've talked about this before in other videos that it's really hard to make ASMR videos, especially ones that I'm satisfied with, because like as a consumer of it, I've got some standards. It's gotta sound a certain way, it's gotta have a certain vibe. But it takes anywhere between 10 to 20 hours to make 2 finished 30-minute ASMR videos, because every time I have to set up my whole bathroom setup with the lights and the camera and the mics, I try to film 3 or 4 video options at a time whenever I go through the process of getting that set up. And only like 2 of them are worth keeping usually. I'm really lucky if like 3 out of 4 works, but usually it's 2 out of 4. And then all the hours it takes to edit them. So if I'm ending up with, 2 videos every 10 to 20 hours, and I was trying to post a finished video once every week, so like on average 4 per month, that's like anywhere between 20 and 40 hours of time to put those together. And that's a lot of time. It's a lot of time. And it's not like candid time. It's not like candid time like this where I'm just talking to you casually without worrying about the sound as much and my setup. I'm filming on my Pixel phone now. I'm trying to get really minimalist with how I do things now because it just makes me feel less annoyed. And the other thing that some of you might know is that ASMR videos get trash monetization because I think we've all sort of collectively agreed not to turn on mid-roll or post-roll ads in our ASMR videos. We only do the pre-roll, which means that this whole time that I've been making videos on YouTube, if I post 4-ish per month, and if they do decent in terms of views, like maybe between 800 views to 2,000-ish, that's kind of my like average, I would say. If it does between there, then I'm making about $10 per month in AdSense revenue, and that is it. And that's in Canadian dollars, so that's like $5 US. You get what I mean? It's $10 Canadian for sometimes 40 hours of work, which like is fine. It was never about making money on YouTube of why I wanted to make videos, but what I did realize is that my time is worth the most. And if I'm going to be spending that time to make videos, I want it to be something for me that I can at least look back on and get some replay value out of. Even if my new videos don't make any money, don't get any views, it's not about that. It's I want to be able to look back and reflect on what I was doing in my life at the time. Does that make sense? However, I will not stop making ASMR style videos entirely. I'm still most comfortable doing this sort of soft speaking thing. So I think there's 3 key types that I'm for sure going to keep making. And I've got other platforms where I make other stuff that might be a little more classic ASMR style, but there's definitely three types that I want to keep doing. So the first one for sure is the hair brushing. Can't get enough of it. And it's so much fun to do those with my friends when I'm traveling and get to see them. And I just find them my favorite to rewatch and the most relaxing. Hairbrushing videos for sure. And once this tattoo heals up, I'm going to do another tattoo tracing of this one. It's like quite bright and crusty right now, but yeah, I'll do another tattoo tracing of that for sure. And I'd really like to do tattoo tracing of other people as well. I think that could be fun. So that's something that I'm going to try and do. And the other one, which I know are wildly unpopular, but the walking tours, those are the videos on my channel that I rewatch the most because I, did that POV walk in real life in those cool places that I got to see. So I want to keep making those, especially when I travel, because they're really fun to look back on. But I definitely want to get more like spatial sound for those. I was using this mic for all of the walking tours, and I kind of regret that because it sort of suppresses background noise, and I really want all the street noise. So I'll figure out some sort of mic setup for those. So hairbrushing, tattoo tracing, or tattoo stuff in general, and walking tours. Those kind of ASMR vibes will still very much be around. So going forward, I want my channel to be less about doing anything specific and more just like living life, because then, like I was saying before, then I can reflect back on what I was doing at the time, and I think that'll just be a nice thing for me to have. I'll make stuff that happens to be relevant in my life at that point in time, whatever that might be. But this year we got a lot of plans this year, so it's going to be interesting. I have no idea what is gonna come up. I only have a very rough draft, and filling in all the details is gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna try and make videos about stuff that's happening in my life at the time. I have learned a lot about filming and editing and stuff since making ASMR videos, and I want to get a little bit better at that. I definitely don't want to go crazy with filming and editing, because that, you know, I used to do that a little bit in my youth, and it just stressed me out. So I'm not into the big fancy cameras and fancy equipment. I'm going to take a very minimalist approach to that, but see if I can maximize. Is that a word? That sounds really strange right now. See if I can maximize. See if I can maximize the quality with minimal effort. That's what I'm gonna try and do. God damn it, this lip gloss is so sticky. But yeah, so that's, I wanna get a little better at filming and editing and all that stuff. What else? I wanna get better at making content outside of the spaceship. I'm in my living room right now, which is already a huge change. Wow. Yeah, but I want to go outside as well and figure out how to use my phone to capture the outdoors. Yeah. I definitely know that I want to have narration be a feature of the new videos that I make. Like, I might not worry so much about the sound capture when I'm outside doing stuff, but I want to have fun doing voiceover narration of the videos as part of the post-production. So yeah, I really do love using my voice, so that's definitely going to be a feature that I can see. And another thing is, I still intend to have a very calm, relaxing vibe in all of the videos. I really can't see myself doing it any other way. Nothing's gonna get loud and crazy. I still want this to be a comfy place for you to visit. I don't plan on making videos that only have value to me, though. I'm gonna try my best to make them worth your precious time as well. So, but yeah, YouTube will be a big focus for me in my spare time on the internet. You can also find me barely on Instagram, maybe just a post about what I've been up to on YouTube. I've also been back and active elsewhere. You'll find the links. But yeah, that's been really fun and way less stressful than it was last time. So that's been very nice. If you're not into that sort of thing, that is totally okay. And lastly, I want to keep up with my newsletter. It's been very fun, and I was gonna say I haven't missed a month yet, but it's been 2 months, so that's not that impressive. But I started it December 1st and did a January 1st one, so I'll do a February 1st one as well. It's called Lo-Fi Letters, and it's just a very quick, succinct tips on how to be productive kind of thing. If you want to get a little monthly email from me, you can sign up for the newsletter in the link in the description. If you want to support the YouTube channel and the stuff that I do in the future, I do have Ko-fi that you can find if you just want to do like a one-time support kind of thing. Or you could click the join button on YouTube, and I think I have 2 membership tiers. One is just if you want to support in general and get some emotes that you can use in the comments, and the other is if you want to unlock the ASMR archives that I have. I'm going to slowly start migrating some of my old ASMR videos that are still on my channel right now. I'll slowly start pushing them into the archives, ones that I just feel like don't fit my style as much anymore. But if you still like them and want to access them, you can do that if you like. Yeah, that's really all I had to say for this update, and I'm excited to see what 2024 is going to be like, because 2023 was a weird year, and I'm looking forward to how things go this year. No plans for a particular upload schedule. I'm just going to go with when there happens to be something interesting for me to make a video about, then I'll put it up. But thanks for being here, and that's all I can think of right now. So I'm just going to end it there, but see you guys next time. there was anyone that was hoping for mouth sounds not to show up. Sorry, but it's just so tiny. I just want to... Okay, I promise it's not it's not ASMR anymore.